This is the 6 Sports Desk.
Summers are made for summer camps. Some include making s'mores and going hiking, but other camps get our local athletes just a little bit better at the sport that they love. For the first time since 2019, former Okemos standout and current offensive tackle for the Carolina Panthers, Taylor Moton, was able to be back in town to hold his 5-1-7 football camp. And he had quite the turnout this morning at Hope Sports Complex in Lansing. Moton had over 400 kids entering grades 3 through 8 in Greater Lansing who were signing up, which means he needed all the help that he could get. Former Lansing Catholic standout and quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, Cooper Rush, was in attendance, as well as a number of players from Michigan State's football team, such as East Lansing grad Ethan Boyd. It's a good thing that they were there because the attendance was through the roof.
It went from like 100 or so, or like 80 the first year, to like 100 something to now 400. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of, it's a lot going on. But, you know, thanks to all the coaches and all the people making sure it runs smoothly, it's not going to be as chaotic as you would think with how many kids are here.
These kids, they're working hard. They're running all over the place, huffing and puffing. It's been good.
We told the kids that we played for Michigan State, us and our teammates earlier, and we got a pretty good ovation. You know, the real fans are here, and it's good to see.
Our Ian Caress will have even more from the 5-1-7 football camp tonight on 6 News at 11. Speaking of professional football players, the Detroit Lions are currently enjoying some time off before the start of the grueling NFL schedule. But it's going to go by real quick because in less than 1 month, the Lions are reporting for training camp, which is set to begin on July 23rd. Now, the rookies and the veterans got a chance to go against each other for the first time during the organized team activities, also known as OTAs. One thing that was interesting of the matchups that everyone wanted to see and get a closer look at was how the Lions' first-round draft pick in the NFL draft, former Michigan alum Aidan Hutchinson, was doing against the Lions' veteran offensive line. And when speaking with the media during OTAs, Hutchinson shared what it's like facing the Lions' O-line and how he's adjusting to the pro game.
It's just different. That's all. It's a different tempo, a different game, to be honest with you, compared to college. But one that I'm getting used to and I'm feeling good with. Yeah, I think we got one of the best offensive lines in the league. If you look at kind of all 5 starters, I mean, those guys are studs, and getting able to go up against them, and especially when we get to camp, with one-on-ones and just team reps against those guys, I think will be super beneficial to me. And when I practice against them in here, it sets the bar pretty high. So definitely something I'm excited about for sure.
Well, sticking with Detroit pro teams, Detroit Pistons fans probably feel as cool, calm, and confident about this upcoming season as Pistons general manager Troy Weaver did at yesterday's press conference. That look says it all after Weaver was able to get Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, 2 huge prospects who are set to reshape the future of the Pistons organization. Now, you might have seen the press conference yesterday as we showed you how Ivey and Duren were welcomed by the Detroit community over at Rogue Park in Detroit. There were speeches and special gestures to the Ivey family, and Troy Weaver then shared some high praise for his newest Pistons.
These 2 young men to my left, can't say enough about them. Throughout the process, we had about 7 guys we really liked, and these 2 were at the top of the list. And I always said that at the end of the day, God will place you where you need to be, and God placed these 2 young men here. And we're excited that they landed here, and can't wait to have them put on Piston uniforms and continue to push us forward.
And if you missed it last night, former Lansing Catholic hockey coach John Cooper and his Tampa Bay Lightning are still alive in the Stanley Cup Finals after they were able to force a Game 6, which is going to be played back in Tampa Bay tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on WLAJ. But let's show you how they got there. With 6 minutes left in a tie game, the Lightning working around to Andre Palat, who sneaks it past the Colorado Avalanche goalkeeper Darcy Kemper to make it a 3-2 game. The Lightning would hold on to win it. So now the Avalanche have a 3-2 lead on the series, and they'll look to close things out in Tampa tomorrow night, but not if Lansing's own Coach Cooper and the Lightning will have something to say about it. Again, that game will be at 8 p.m. on WLAJ. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast, so stay with us.